Hey guys, this is Denise, and I am reading Illegal Citizen by Jose Olivarez for my Friday reads. And I took this to work. I read a couple poems, and I read some today when I got home, and I'm about to finish this right now. Actually, I went back and forth inside the book, so I can't really tell you what page I'm on, because it's not a story. It's a whole set of poetry, and for some reason I was flipping through it and I saw the name Kanye West and I read that, and from here on out I just start reading as I wanted to. One of my favorites is Mexican Heaven. There's a couple so far that I've run across, and there's one called Mexican Heaven on this particular page. I'm going to read it to you. It says, Mexican Heaven, there are white people in heaven too. That's it. No, I'm just joking. It says, Mexican Heaven, there are white people in heaven too. They build condos across the street and ask the Mexicans to speak English. I'm just kidding. There are no white people in heaven. Some reason you probably think I added that I'm just kidding. Literally, he says, I'm just kidding. When I read this the first time, was just right now. Seriously, I'm going to show you because you're not going to believe me. Mexican Heaven. I'm going to read it again because that was hilarious. There are white people in heaven too. They build condos across the street and ask the Mexicans to speak English. I'm just kidding. There are no white people in heaven. Jose Olivarez. The Poetry Guides podcast with him and another young man and another young lady. Check it out for yourselves. Maybe I will do my due diligence and link it below if anyone is interested. I'm sure they have a huge following. I follow them by way of someone on Instagram or here on YouTube or Twitter, someone in the bookish, huge, ridiculously huge bookish family. Whether you're blogging, IGing, Bookstagrammer, what have you, YouTuber, Booktuber. Someone told me about the Poetry Gods. I know that I really love the list that Sam DeSesso Deirdre over at Sam DeSesso, when she gives the list of YouTubers or bloggers, travel bloggers, what have you, and I would check those out. She is how I found a lot of good YouTube channels that I still watch to this day. So whoever turned me on to the Poetry Gods, I thank you. I've checked out this dude and I really like him. I was checking out their poetry and looking them up when I was listening to the Poetry Gods podcast when I first got wind of them from whoever suggestion, and I really enjoy it. So I think you should check it out. The first poem is still my favorite. It is really good. It is called, the name of the poetry book, I believe. So let me go to it real quick. This is Friday Reads. I'm not going to make this really long. I'll tag some videos behind this one to show you that I was really trying. So maybe this will turn into a blooper reel. Citizen Illegal is the name of the first one, and it is my favorite. It is 4 different paragraphs. I'm not going to read it to you. I will save you from that. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you. I love it. I think it's divine. It is right now times, and I think it's something that's always going to be here in America with black and brown people on native land. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, government? What are you reading? Mexican Heaven. All the Mexican women refuse to cook or clean, or raise the kids, or pay bills, or make the bed, or drive your bum ass to work, or do anything except watch their novellas. So heaven is gross. The rats are fat as roosters, and the men die of starvation. Friday Reads. Jose Olivarez. My family never finished migrating. We just stopped. We invented cactus to survive the winters we created steel. At my dad's mill, I saw a man dressed like a Martian walk straight into fire. The flames licked his skin. But like a pet It never bit him. In the desert, they find our baseball caps, our empty water bottles, but never our bodies. Even the best ice agents can't track us through the storms, but I have a theory. Some of our cousins don't care about LA or Chicago. They build a sanctuary underneath the sand, under the skin we shed, so we can wear the desert like a kobuja. Don't know how to pronounce that. Cobija. Know how to spell it though. Under the bones of our loved ones, bones worn thin as thorns to terrorize blue agents. Bones, 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 bones. That's the word, bones, worn thin as guitar strings. So when the wind blows, we can follow the music home. That is, my family never finished migrating. We just stopped. By Jose Olivarez. Illegal Citizen. Friday reads. What are you reading? I'm reading this poetry book, and then I'm going straight to another. But I've been milking that a little bit today. It's just one day read, so I took some time with it. It's very short. You should pick it up. He also has a podcast, or as part of a podcast, there's 3 of them, 2 guys and a girl. Jose Olivarez, Illegal Citizen, Poet, Podcast. The podcast is called The Poetry Gods. The Poetry Gods. Well, things with this girl go smooth except every time she leaves. You're convinced she will never contact you again, that she will disappear into Facebook. You see camouflage helmets in pizza shops, heat-seeking missiles in the bathroom. The neck. You read Lucille Clifton in bed. Do I need to say it? You are smitten. Way past a little bit. You get a new job, more money, more power. You see soldiers, more guns. What does it mean? You don't have a problem. You're fine. Your girl dumps you. At the train station, she kisses you on the mouth, then boards the train to get the hell away. After she leaves, you hope the next train will unload. An entire militia. The visions stop. Just like that. You are healed. Or some bullshit. Summer love. Wow. Friday reads.